everyone. Welcome to this week's Blonde Intelligence with me, Miss Ronnie, where I always seek to give you exquisite cranial repertoire. This week, we have a very special guest. We have Miss Lacoya from ThatChickQuoia off of these YouTube streets. Say hello to everyone.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm
I'm
good.
Thank you. I'm glad that you came. One of the reasons why I wanted you to come on was the way that you presented your commentary. To me, you presented in a very, very classy way. I have looked at some of the celebrity gossip people on YouTube, and some of them lately have been getting very catty and really ugly attitudes towards people. So I like the way, even when somebody disagreed with you, I like the way that I guess that you correspond with the people that you're talking with. So could you give everybody a little bit of background on you and tell everybody about your show?
Yeah, so pretty much I came up with YouTube because I was like, you know what, this would maybe be a fun outlet for me. By the way, I am a accountant, so this is totally out of my range. And pretty much what I decided is that somebody needs to talk about this and kind of break it down without all the ranting, without all the gimmicks, the craziness and everything like that. And I'm not the type where I will give my input, but I'm not going to drag or put somebody down. And that's what is missing off of YouTube. You're missing people that's going to just talk to you as a viewer without all the, oh, this be that. It's just like, you don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? To get your point across. I don't have to be loud. I don't have to be raunchy, and everything like that. And there's different type of, like you want to say, black people on YouTube and everything.
Mary Ruth's Organic is a #1 Amazon bestseller wellness brand dedicated to immune support and gut health products. Made with high quality, non-GMO, plant-based vegan ingredients with the fewest number of allergens possible. Mary Ruth's Organic health products are cat's claw, elderberry, lemon balm, adrenaline focus, ionic zinc, ginseng vitality. Find Mary Ruth's Organics on Instagram at Mary Ruth Organics. Blonde Intelligence is a Mary Ruth Organic partner.
And everything. I'm not a whole caricature where I gotta put on a whole wig, an outfit. I ain't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what made me come onto YouTube, and also to give it's more positivity. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, even though you have this person who may be toxic and crazy. I don't need to. I want to give them more as a person, kind of show you who they are versus just saying, oh, this woman is just no, just kind of make people human, because everybody's human. That's what we're forgetting. We're all people.
Mm-hmm. So tell me this, of all things, even with you being an accountant and all, why did you choose celebrity gossip?
Well, actually, in my spare time, I like to listen to what's going on. We all like it, you know what I'm saying? We want to hear it and everything. And what brought me on and who I've been watching for years, Lovely T. I've been watching Lovely T for so long. I give her praises. I think I started watching her I've been a tea sipper for her probably maybe 10 years now.
Oh,
I really loved it. But when I seen this sector starting to go array and everybody starting to jump on and go at each other, and it all really started to go down to me once Jaguar started to join. Once Jaguar came on and Storm Monroe and her were going at it with each other, that's when things started really popping off to the point where it like it is right now. It's been like that, with Tasha K. But
I'm a tea sipper too, but I'm a new tea sipper because I wasn't into the celebrity gossip. I was in school. When you're in school, you don't have time to do anything else. And I became familiar with Lovely T when her and Tasha K had the beef.
yes.
I actually wrote a blog on Tasha K maybe 3 or 4 years ago when she first started, and I was like, oh, she's gonna be a star because she don't mind saying this and don't mind saying that. But I was like, those people gonna get her. So, and the beef with her and Lovely T came up. I had no idea who Lovely T was. And when I went to check out her commentary, I was like, well, she's pretty classy, and she's not, all up on 100 or whatever. And she said how it is, and she sprinkled her little curse words in there sometimes. I like her. I like I was not familiar with what's his name? Armand Wiggins.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't familiar with him
either until after the Jaguar Wright situation. And I think like when I really first saw him is when he was saying something about he was supposed to got an interview with somebody, but it ended up going to the Storm Monroe guy.
Mm-hmm.
I never even checked him out at all until Tim 2.0 did I guess a story on the rant that he had.
Yes.
So my next question to you is, how far is too far when a person is dragging somebody? Because I've heard people talk. To me, I feel like it's disrespectful for anybody to talk under a woman's dress. And I have heard people say things like nasty panties and you need to wash this and all that kind of stuff. And that's like very disrespectful to a person as a person and as a woman, and to see Black women doing it. So for you, how far is too far when it comes to, as they say, quote unquote, these YouTube streets?
And it's so funny, I just did a video about analyzing the character of the YouTuber that you are following. And what I want to say, how far is too far, is when you start doxing people, giving out their addresses, when you start exposing their real name, when you start talking about children, as well as when you start talking about the person's, how they look, their character, going in on their skin color, all that stuff. You start talking about, making up things on a person, saying that, oh, we got a rumor, that they're homeless and all this other kind of stuff. When you start doing that, it's like when you know when you're going into the...
Introducing the Blonde Intelligence shoe line. Available for pre-order now. Made with genuine Italian leather and suede. Ships directly from Italy. The Blonde Intelligence shoe line is always exquisite and classy. Featured in 8 designs in women, men, and unisex shoes. Styles for casual wear, urban wear, professional wear, or just elegance from head to toe. Order at aliveshoes.com/brand/miss.runny. That's www.aliveshoes.com/brand/miss.runny. RONI.
Going into the gutter and everything like that. I do not condone that. You're not going to sit here and see me be like, oh, her hair is nappy. I'm not going to do that, because for me, all hair is good hair. I'm not going to sit here and start commenting on my skin color, because I don't want anybody to talk about my skin color and everything like that. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? You're perpetuating, a lot of people when they start doing that, is colorism. And as well as, like I said, with the kid, the children. I've seen some people on these YouTube streets start going in and talking about her kids nappy and they baby daddy ain't this, and I'm just like, whoa, this is too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, you're fine. I was saying when it gets past the entertainment purposes only, it's too much. I mean, so tell me this. What is the difference to you? Because I listened to some of the words that people use between YouTube and Black YouTube.
So pretty much the difference between Black YouTube and regular YouTube, the same things happen on both ends. It's just that white YouTube is gonna get things that are happening is looked at more with a critical eye. So you can see the same thing that happened with James Charles, Tati Westbrook, and Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. That situation alerted YouTube right then and there, because obviously James Charles is YouTube's golden boy. No, YouTube is not going to care about Tasha K coming at Lovely T. They're not going to care about that. You get what I'm saying? They're going to move a lot slower. It's going to be like, you're on your own. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only time that YouTube has changed, was once those content creators became big with their stuff. This stuff, as far as with Jaguar, Storm My Raw, all this other kind of stuff, it's not going to do much. It's not. It's only going to become, unless the white content creators start going in. And trust me, they drag on the white side. They dox people on the white side. They do a lot of malicious things behind the scene on the white side. But I do want to say is that when black content creators start getting on the white sector, you will see a lot of the jabs and the racism come out between the content creator and their audience. That's what I've noticed as well. And it's like, and I can give you an example. There's one area sector of YouTube is with the mukbangs that I follow. You know, it's a couple bigger women. It's called Amber Lynn Reed, Chantel, aka Foodie Booty, and she has racist tendencies and everything like that. And her audience will come at Charlie Gold, and they will start spewing hateful rhetoric. Or sometimes Chantel thought it was fine to say Charlie Cole. You can't compare a black woman to Cole. That's not. We already know what's going on. It's not cool. Or Gaining Grounds. He said one time and compared her and talked about fried chicken, you know, KFC. I said, no, you can't do that. You can't do that, okay?
All the jokes, when Obama got in office, we heard all those types of jokes. So
yes.
Tell me what you think about this. Yesterday, Twitter disabled the president's account because of the rhetoric. And I thought about YouTube. And that's the reason why I asked the question about the YouTube streets and the difference between black YouTube and regular YouTube.
Yeah.
And with all the beefing that's going on, even with, I don't know if it was because of Instagram was censoring, because Instagram is censoring. Instagram is owned by Facebook, and they're censoring people because one lady made me mad, and sometimes I curse when I talk, and I called her a bitch, and they gave me a flag for that. So they're really doing censoring. So I know that when Jaguar got her page, she was censored on Instagram and decided to move over to YouTube. Okay, with YouTube is for content creators. There's all kinds of content creators. You can go find out the celebrity gossip. You can find out how to run this theory for different types of theories for whatever educational program you're doing. You can find out how to change a part in your car. In your professional opinion, because even though you are an accountant, when you decided to come onto YouTube and you decided to give commentary, you actually moved into the journalism world. Okay, do you think that it will be a short amount of time before commentators on YouTube will start being censored because of how the beef has carried over from social media to YouTube? YouTube is not the place for your beef. And even if somebody addresses you, you have to remember that you have moved into the world of journalism. So what do you think is going to be the future for commentators on YouTube because of censorship?
I absolutely think that, yes, they're going to come for commentators. They're going to start having, consequences for speaking out, because as we can say, this is one example, the whole Jeffree Star versus, Kanye West type of issue. The girl on TikTok said, Kanye was sleeping with Jeffree Star. I'm going to tell you, that's not true.
I didn't even listen to that story and it's nothing to say against anyone, but I am just going to say that Kanye told everybody what was on his mind. People wasn't listening. He said, wait till I get my money right. Niggas can't tell me nothing, right? So he gonna do what he want to do anyway. Kanye got long money. And whoever this Jeffree Star person is, I seen him, or her, or whatever he called, is not attractive. I'm not but not attractive. So why would anybody throw away their career, their family, their children, their everything? And what is it that you're offering to make a person throw this away? So I didn't even give any merit to the story. I didn't, because I couldn't see it for myself. But I might.
And it's crazy because it's gonna be consequences, because now you see the censorship. You see them saying that you can't say this. This is fact or this is truth. How can we trust the person that's saying this is truth or fact? That's my question.
Well, now, I write a blog, right? And I posted my blog on Instagram. And what they said to me was, because your blog mentioned COVID-19, we're going to add this special button where people can find out how to get tested for COVID-19. So they're already watching what you're saying, what you're posting, but I just don't see that scrutiny added to YouTube at this time. So what do you think the future of YouTube is going to be?
Pretty much, I think the future of YouTube is going to be limited down, because as we see, a lot of celebrities are coming onto YouTube. So there will be censorship, and they are going to be using, because in the algorithm, celebrities are pushed. And all the time I click, I don't want to see that channel, because I don't want to see a celebrity. A celebrity to me they're not relatable. You get what I'm saying? And I don't see myself in that person. And it's like, it's gonna come down the pipeline soon, and everything like that. They could go ahead and stop monetizing people. YouTube has that.
It's gonna be next. I think that's gonna be next, because they control the logarithms. And right now, to monetize your channel, it's like 4,000 watch hours, 4,000 watch minutes, 1,000 subscribers, or whatever. There's other ways to make money, because like when I do my podcast, and this is the video portion of my podcast, where you can go through other places where you get sponsors, you get advertising. So there's other ways to get paid off of YouTube, whether you get that threshold or not. But what I'm thinking is, they're gonna come up with a way where, oh, you're messy, you do this, you do that, then we're gonna demonetize this channel. So I think that they're gonna come up with a way to
Hi, this is Marlette with Classic Glam by Marlette, where classic never goes out of style. We're based here in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, but you can reach us on our website at classicglamgirl.com or Facebook and Instagram at Classic Glam by Marlette.
Way to take money away from a lot of these commentators who I would say don't know how to act in the world of journalism.
Yep. They're going to be the ones to mess it up.
Journalism.
Right. And I think soon it's going to be to the point where all these people are going to mess it up for everybody else, because the same thing happened once the bigger content creators like James Star, Jeffree Star, and James Charles situation, they are the ones that created all of this, policies, changes, and all this stuff for YouTube. So guess what? Because people don't know how to act right, there's gonna be changes coming again soon. That was not the only change, because on YouTube, you can't speak the truth. You cannot at all. They're gonna sit here and flag that video, take it down. It's the same thing going on with, like you said, with the COVID-19 situation.
It seems like to me that if you don't have a channel where it's automatically monetized, or you're in the status of being monetized, you can basically say and do whatever you want to do, because they're not worried about that. A lot of times I have noticed, and even when I watched Tim 2.0, and this is something that he said if a new YouTuber come on and they want to come up, what they do is they attack a bigger YouTuber to start a beef with them. Okay, we all see this. When become a point where we're tired of seeing you arguing with each other? Because even with Jaguar, I thought when she got her channel, I was really rooting for her. She's gonna put music on here. She's gonna give some background on what she's doing. But then she came to start arguing. I can understand the beef with Tasha K, because Tasha K was very disrespectful to her as a person. I mean, as two grown people, there's a way that you talk to people. And if it's something about them that you don't like, you always have the free will to not fool with that person. But to try to dog them out, you have to remember something called karma. That's one of the reasons why I like Lovely T, because Lovely T is kind of spiritual. I was listening to Nosey Heaux the other day, and she made the comment that I'm from Shreveport. I'll put you in a jar. Okay, well, that not only happens in Shreveport, that happens in a lot of places. But I made a comment and I was like, be sweet, don't say that, because if they get it reversed, then it comes back to you. So, and you don't even have to put a person in a jar for that. You can speak bad on a person, and that's casting a spell. And if you're speaking bad on that person and it's not true, then guess what's going to happen to you? And I think that a lot of these YouTubers do not understand the laws of karma.
I really want to add in on that. I have something to tell you after when you finish.
Go ahead.
Well, I never told anybody because I didn't want to bring that onto my YouTube channel. But actually, before I even came out here and started really, diving in on this, I did actually experience a situation where a YouTuber did lie on me and put all my information out there. And that's the reason why I created my, even more of my platform and wanted to build it, because I see all this stuff going on because I experienced it firsthand. And that's what made me start thinking more with a critical eye, what's really going on, and everything like that. It's sad because I went through a whole range of emotions, and that's what made me realize, even with some of these celebrities, what they go through, because I seen how, whoa, this situation is getting too big. My information is being put out. People are coming to my page. People are now sitting here saying, in the comment section, because this person made it seem like this, now everybody's calling me stupid, they're calling me dumb. So I felt desperate, so I had to find another.
A lot of internet, I call it internet balls.
Yeah. Yes.
Because some of the things that people say you would not dare say to a person's face, and it's not because you're scared of them, because you're taught better than that. And it's like, oh, I never see this person, and this person is in this state, and I'm in this state. The United States is small. There's not anywhere in the United States that you can't fly to that only take a few hours. The United States is small. There's some real money in the world. Somebody will run up on you. So I like Jaguar, I do, but I did not agree with the video that she did on Toxic Diamond. And I was not familiar with Toxic Diamond at all. And I don't know what had went on, but the video that she made where she was getting stopped by the police, that's not something to laugh at, when we know most of the time when you get stopped by the police and you get smart and something go wrong and they have all these police that come, that could have went terribly wrong. And yes, she did have her daughter with her, but what if she would have went to jail and left her 11-year-old daughter at the room?
Exactly.
Look at, you have to be a mother at all times. And if she wanted a Snoop Dogg wine, well, God dog it, I'm sure she's 21. She can have a freaking Snoop Dogg wine.
Exactly.
We live in Vegas. And yes, there is racism in Vegas. There's racism everywhere. So, yeah, she did go in on Jaguar too much. Toxic Diamond did, for the comment that was made. But I think that right there should have been a not have been, because it was perfect. But I do not agree with laughing at somebody else's, I would say, not downfall, but laughing at somebody else's hardships. So I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the way Tasha K done her Jaguar. I don't agree with the way Storm Monroe done her. And I'm not even familiar with him, but when they was talking about, well, he dragged this person, I was like, well, let me go and see what he's talking about. And I was like, why is this man mad at her like that? Because this is the thing. If you're mad at her, or you got something that you want to say, then any type of money that you made off of her, give it back. Give it back.
Exactly. Yeah. And I felt that with Storm, and
off of me and talk about me.
Right.
No. Right.
But you want to know what else too? I'm gonna go ahead and say it, what happened with my situation and everything, because I didn't deserve it, and everything like that. And so pretty much what happened with my situation is that Nosy Heaux Live took and I had a private conversation with her on Instagram. And I told her, because I accidentally did not send my email with my Cash App that she was offering for her class. So I immediately DM'd her because her Google, the email wasn't working, because what I found out is that Gmail had autocorrected. Instead of a .com, it put a .com. So the emails weren't working. So I was like, what the world? So that's what made me DM her and say, hey, I put all my information. I even sent her a screenshot first showing that I cashed that her. So after that, she seen it. She said, oh, okay, this and everything, acknowledged it. And then after that, she asked me again, what's my Cash App? So I sent her the picture again. So then after that, that's when I kept communicating with her, trying to see. So I waited, and I waited again. More time was going past. And then after that, I said, hey, I can't wait to see, to get the class again. So then after that, time is going past. I'm still waiting. And mind you, I was on her lives and I watched her. People said, hey, I didn't get, the class. And she immediately sent it to them. No problem. You get what I'm saying? Because I listened to her. The woman does not, she works from home. She does not have any kids. And she says constantly she has time. So hours is going past. So I say, you know what? I'm going to give this Black woman a benefit of the doubt. So I waited till the next day. I woke up in the morning, still nothing. And I seen that I had sent her another comment and it said seen. So she did not message me again.
Presenting the Blonde Intelligence Exquisite Bar Jewelry and Wine Glass Collection by me, Miss Ronnie. Yes, the host of the Blonde Intelligence podcast. Blonde Intelligence Exquisite Bar Jewelry adds an exquisite touch of class to any bar, fireplace, party, wedding, special occasion, or just a sipping style at home. Bling out any occasion the Blonde Intelligence exquisite way. The bar jewelry cups has the Blonde Intelligence logo and signature diamond and pearl theme in antique white color. Each jewelry cup is handcrafted from start to finish. Each cup is sealed, jeweled, and sealed several times to the Blonde Intelligence standard with high quality materials. On special orders, a generic liquor bottle can be placed on the jewelry cup to complement the liquor in your bar for an additional fee. The Blonde Intelligence Bar Jewelry Cup comes in 3 sizes for your exquisite ocular delight, or as part of your personal collection of the Blonde Intelligence Exquisite Bar Jewelry line. Each set, depending on size, comes with a mini wine glass or wine flute. Blonde Intelligence Exquisite Bar Jewelry is available on Etsy. Shop Blonde Intelligence.
So I said, what is going on? So then after that, I messaged her and said, listen, I said, I don't feel comfortable with this situation. Can you please refund my money back? Because I thought I would have received what I bought by now, right? She went off on me, completely off. And I was just like, told me I should feel embarrassed. I should feel silly about myself. And then started, basically belittling me and coming down on me. And I was confused, like, man.
And you're an accountant. So that means that your specialty is that you know money. So you had somebody that didn't know money trying to tell you about your money.
Yes. And I said, I didn't question about your $100 fee. I just was like, hey, this may be cool. I'm gonna check it out and everything like that. See what this is about, because you were making it seem cool. And I don't watch all your lives and everything like that. So then after that, she took and said, don't come to she started messaging herself. So immediately I knew what was going on. I knew she was trying to run with the narrative because she's, running back and forth. Then afterwards she says, I refunded you and stay off my channel and leave me alone. I said, oh boy. I looked at that. So I haven't looked at none of her stuff. You get what I mean? So after that, that's when she took and made a video on me and put all my information out there. And then at that, she took and made, yes, she put my whole Instagram, everything, my full real name out there. And after that, that's when she spent it, and she didn't tell the truth in that video. That video, she was saying like, oh, she didn't send this. Where did you send, me the information to send it to? I don't look at these messages. I have so many messages. I said, ma'am, you were lying. We all know you look through your stuff. We all know you checking. So then after that, I said, you know what? I have the screenshots of everything. So that's what made me run. I went to Cups of Conversation on her channel, and I spoke and I told my truth, and I gave Cups the full screenshots to show her that I actually sent her all my information, and she was choosing to ignore me. And my whole question is, why did you make a false video? Then after that, she said, this is the reason why I left YouTube, and black women, blaming stuff on black women, saying black women this and that, is you guys are the reason why, and starting to blame. And I said, wow. This all changed everything, because I realized what is really going on. Because I said, I supported, and I even donated to the supposed victim. She didn't tell anybody that, right?
See, I was not familiar with her until I think I was scrolling one day. This was when everything was going on with Jaguar, and she was going from YouTuber to YouTuber, and so it would come up in the, in your feed or whatever. So I'm not really familiar with her. So any story that she done on you, I have no idea about. But I'm like this. This is just me. If I get a vibe off of you, because I read tarot cards too, and I'm a very spiritual person. If I get a vibe off of you where I don't think that I would be your friend or a business associate with you based off of the way that you treat other people, I stay away. So what was it that attracted you to her in the first place?
You know what? It was because I came to her early on. Like when she was trying to talk about the supposed victim, I just felt for the situation.
What victim?
Oh, there's a huge thing going on right now as far as, Nicki Minaj's husband name is Kenneth Petty. And supposedly, he had served his time and was convicted of, pretty much as far as being the rape of the woman named Jennifer. And so after that, now
the lady that the lady called in to and done the interview with.
She did a first interview with Candace Daytime Tea Time. That's who she first did her interview with.
Okay, I haven't checked her out yet.
So pretty much what happened is, so after that, that's when she started talking about, the victim was giving her, stories. She was talking about it, and I felt for it because I understood, because there was a situation that happened in my elementary school and nobody believed us, and they didn't even tell our parents. So yes. So I felt for it. So I felt the compassion, because I said, you know what? That's what happened. Lovely T shouted out Nosy Heaux live. So that's what made me go over there and subscribe to the channel.
Okay.
Because I trust Lovely T. You know what I'm saying? As far as her judgment, because I like her character, and I know that, she looks at people with a critical eye. So, when I went over to Nosy's channel, I was giving her a chance, because obviously it was like, hey, you got Lovely T bigging you up, I want to support, because I want to see black women growing. That's all that I'm about. So, and anybody can check that. You can ask anybody about me. I'm all about that. I want to see positivity. I'm going to support you. That's who I am. So that's the reason why I even went over there. Other than that, I would have never even went over there.
Well, what advice would you give to anybody deciding to actually step into the world of journalism and join, as people call these YouTube streets? What advice would you give them?
I would say, because I had my information put out there, I just want to say, in these YouTube streets and everything like that, you have to keep your mind on what you came for. Don't get into the clicks, the views, and this, and I gotta make it jazzy. Here's an exclusive, y'all. It's exclusive that just came out. Don't get into that. be yourself, because it's like people can figure out if you're being fake. People can sense things, and it's just kind of like, that's why I'm not trying to fake it. I just want to grow my audience organically. I want people to see who I am, and I'm going to speak on it. I don't care if I'm not giving you enough tea, I'm not giving you enough dragging, I'm not doing, that's just not me. You can find other people on YouTube who's going to do that, and everything.
Very classy way. Very classy way. So sometimes, and that's what I said to some of the executives that I talked to. I said, sometimes you have to look for quality and not quantity. And the views will come later. So when a network or somebody that's going to back you is going to pick you up. So I agree with you on being true to yourself.
Yeah, because it's like, I could have been salacious and said, Nosy Heaux live, this, and that. I didn't do that. I kept going on my commentary. You never sense me sitting here trying to be, I may or I may not come out with a video and explaining my side and dropping down what my experience was and why my perspective changed as far as with this YouTuber and everything like that. Or I may not do it, and everything, because I have the right, because my information was personally put out there, and I seen people coming over to my platforms. I seen people sitting here, but luckily because of my character and they seen who I was, they didn't say anything. And then, also it's just like, this game, some people have nothing to lose. That's what I want to let people know. Remember, there's people that have nothing to lose on this platform. So they will do anything by any means necessary to get what they want.
All right. So I want to end it on a positive note. I want you to tell everybody how they can find you, your new projects that you got going on, even things that you hope to accomplish in 2021, things that you can learn from 2020 that you're going to carry into 2021. What are your last words that you're going to give?
My last words is, look, I just want to tell everybody I'm about spreading positivity, and I want every woman to know that work on self-care. That's my biggest thing. Work on you and fixing you and sitting here and, get therapy. Everything's about working on yourself, and that's all that I'm about as well. And I try to also make people think of things in a different type of light as well. And also you can follow me at ThatChickQuoia. And I'm in the Atlanta community as well. So sometimes I'm trying to work on a project where maybe I can help people out. So all throughout college, I work with the homeless. I've, done projects with my friends about feeding the homeless that's under the bridges in Atlanta, as well as I've done things where I've taken money out my own pocket and I'll go give essentials to the people that are out there. You'll never know. Like, you have single moms with their kids, and sometimes it's just like you just being like, look, what you need right now. That helps them out tremendously. But I'm gonna be starting that soon, probably this summertime and everything. But yeah, also just want to say, reach me at ThatChickQuoia. Pretty much that's my YouTube and as well as my Instagram name. But I just want to say thank you for interviewing me. Thank you for giving me a platform to speak. You're an awesome woman. And I want to say everybody have a blessed day. And when you interview, see this interview, give her props. This woman is awesome.
Thank you. I want everybody to subscribe to the video channel. Remember that you can also find us on podcasts. We're on Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and any one of your favorite podcasting platforms. And I would like to thank Miss Lacoya for coming.
Thank you. Bye.
Advertise with Blonde Intelligence, where our listeners experience exquisite cranial repertoire. Blonde Intelligence is a new podcast and video channel featuring entertainment, musical artists, producers, entrepreneurs, as well as discussions on social topics, making the Blonde Intelligence platform suitable for a wide variety of product ad types. Video, Instagram TV, YouTube, and links shared to all Blonde Intelligence social media pages and select group networking platforms. This creates a collective base of over 50,000 potential sets of eyes on your product or service. Each sponsored ad will feature on both the podcast and video platforms. Sponsors have the choice of either a voice ad or audio-video ad, with 3 options for placements: Create a win-win business partnership by advertising with Blonde Intelligence.